It's the Jay Leno Show, featuring Kevin Eubanks and the Prime Time Band. On tonight's show, Gerard Butler.
Oedipus!
Hello, and thank you for coming out tonight, everyone. Welcome to a very special issue of a show we like to call Who's Your Daddy? Tonight, we have a very special guest that I'm sure you're all dying to meet. Once a prince, then a king, now in exile, here he is, Oedipus.
Oh, thank you for having me, Jay.
So welcome to the show, Oedipus. Thanks for coming out. Please stop touching my
Sorry,
face.
I was trying to
Please stop
find
touching
you. That's
me.
you, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Just stop touching me,
It's a
please.
pleasure to be on this show.
Okay. So this is your first public appearance since the incident at Thebes.
Oh, yes, it is. And I'm kind of feeling a little nervous about this.
No need to, pal. So let's get down to business. Let's start the story from earlier on. Now, when did you consider you were a bastard child?
That's a good one. That's a good question. Well, Jay, I was once at a dinner and some drunk dude started teasing me about being a bastard, and it started to bother me, you know? So I went to an oracle the next day, and this started the whole mess.
And what did that oracle say?
Oh, my God. I was fated to lie with my mother and to show daylight and a cursed breed which men cannot endure. And I was doomed to be a murderer of my father, and that begot me. After hearing this, I decided to run away.
Yes, and that's where you came to the crossroads. Now, tell us what happened there.
Oh my, oof. I ran into a group of guys. They told me to get out of the way, and when I started to refuse, they got violent. And so I killed all of them except for one. And that one, he just ran away.
And one of them just so happened to be your father, correct?
Yes, Laius, the king of Thebes. I am the unknown killer. Stop it! Stop mocking me! I'm blind!
Guys, alright, let's calm down, everyone. Let's hear him out now. So, how did you transition from random water to the king of Thebes?
When I neared the city, there was a sphinx who would kill me unless I solved this riddle. But me, Oedipus, I came and I knew everything and I stopped her. I solved the riddle by my wits only alone.
And what was that riddle?
What walks on 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the afternoon, and 3 legs in the evening? The answer was man. And the people were so thankful that they made me king, because I saved them all.
And this is when you married Jocasta, the queen of Thebes.
Yes, Jocasta, my mother, and I lived in ignorant bliss for all these years.
You poor, sick man. We'll be back in a few minutes, right after these words.
Oh, I need to go to the bathroom.
Alright, welcome back. We're here with Oedipus. Can I call you Ed?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so we're with Oedipus here. So in the interest of saving time, let me see if I can get some facts correct. So you're the king of Thebes.
Mm-hmm.
You have children with Jocasta.
Mm-hmm.
A plague comes over your city many years later.
Correct.
What is wrong with you?
I sent my brother-in-law, Creon, to the oracle to find the solution.
Alright, so what was the solution he found, Ed?
There was a pollution in the land. The killer of the former king was living among us. I was cursed, whoever the man was, to be exiled. Little did I know it was me.
So you never suspected that you were the killer?
Well, Tiresias, a blind seer, came to me, and at first he wasn't cooperating and telling me what I knew and that he knew. But then he accused me of being the killer.
And how did you respond to that?
Well, I was outraged. How could someone accuse me of being the killer? I thought Creon was plotting against me with this old man. But then I remembered the crossroads, and I started to fear he was right.
How did Jocasta feel about this?
Well, alright, she tried to comfort me, and I believed I was innocent. But once the messenger from Corinth came, that all changed.
And what did this messenger from Corinth say?
A lot of things. But he told me that Polybus, who I thought was my real father, died. He then later explained how I wasn't in blood relation to my parents, and how I was found on the mountain, with my feet tied as a baby. At this point, Jocasta came to realize what I did not.
And that is when your wife killed herself, correct?
Oh, yes, and I didn't know because I was busy talking to a shepherd who brought it all to light. That I fulfilled the prophecy. I killed my father Laius and my mother Jocasta. I was so disgusted that I ran inside and stabbed my eyes out with brooches.
That sounds pretty gruesome. Your pronunciation is lacking, but you then asked a favor of Creon. Now, what was that favor?
Oh, sorry. I asked him to keep my promise and exile me, and to look after my children.
Okay, you missed them, don't you? Well, we have a little
Very
surprise
much,
for you.
Very much.
Okay, don't interrupt me. So we have a little surprise from you after this commercial break.
Where's my water?
Welcome back, everybody. So we have a little surprise for Oedipus here.
What?
Antigone, Ismene, come on.
Oh my God! Oh my God! What is this? Oh my God! I'm so sorry for the horrible fate I brought upon you girls. Oh my God.
Daddy, it's quite alright. It wasn't your fault.
Okay, so girls, this must be pretty tough on you. How has this affected you?
It's not something I would wish upon anyone else.
It's been a lot to handle, but things are getting better.
How has your reputation in Thebes been?
It hasn't been the same since Daddy left. Some of the kids make fun of us, but some of them pity us.
Whenever we're walking in town, we feel like everyone's staring at us. We're isolated from everyone else, but at least we have each other.
Whatever people think of us, it isn't favorable. We aren't seen for who we really are.
Okay, so how do you think this is going to affect your future?
We may forever be known as the daughters of a cursed man.
Not many men would want to marry into this family, but what can we do but be hopeful?
Yes, hope is the only thing keeping us going.
Okay, I commend you for your strength. How has life with Creon been?
Uncle Creon has been good to us.
Yes, he makes sure we're taken care of, and he tries to keep us away from public ridicule.
I'm so relieved to hear that he has upheld my request.
So, Oedipus, we're running out of time. Any last words for the viewers?
Oh my God. I can't say I'm sorry enough to my family and to my city. I always know I will always be remembered as Oedipus the fool unknowingly killed his father and married his mother, but I hope someday I'll also be remembered as the king who saved his city, even though
It's okay, Daddy.
he had to destroy himself.
Well, thank you so much for being here, and good luck to you girls. When we come back, Rick James performs his newest hit, Super Freak. Stay tuned. Stay blessed.